What's up, everybody? We're back, or I'm back with another episode of the Cover 2 podcast. I'm your host, as usual, Lawson Turner, and we got a game tonight. We got the Tampa Bay Bucks going up to Buffalo right as autumn is starting to set in, starting to get a little cold to take on the Buffalo Bills. Now, keys that I'm looking for. Tampa, you're ranked 31st in rushing attack. Rashad White is not a slouch. Rashad White I think, it's a good, young, up-and-coming running back. Now, they're going up against a Buffalo defense they don't let too many running backs pop off. You see what they did with Josh Jacobs. Now, I get it was a couple weeks ago, but think about this Buffalo's Bills team. They are pissed. Buffalo, we expect you to be in the Super Bowl. We expect you to be in the Super Bowl bubble, and they flat out shit the bed last week against New England. Now, with all that being said, they were still a defensive stop away from winning the game, but Josh Allen got out to a horrible start, and I think that nicked his confidence. Now, they did fight back. They did reclaim the lead, and with this team being where they are, 4-3 through 7 weeks, I think that has been the wow thing. Like, we see them now. I understand that it's a divisional game, and divisional games are nip and tuck. They're damn near a coin flip game. But up until this point, Bill Belichick has been destroyed by Josh Allen. He had one of, if not the best defensive mind ever, but Josh Allen was a problem he couldn't solve until this past week. Now, with all that being said, when you look at the offenses, you have Tampa Bay's offense that's ranked 26th against Bills, who are top 5 at number 5. This is going to be a battle I think this is going to be a battle in between the 20s, because let's not get it twisted. Tampa has a good enough defense. They're coming off of a loss against Atlanta last week against an Atlanta team that I thought was going to be ass. I thought they were going to be horrible, but Atlanta's proving me wrong. And the key, if the Bills can get home or at least get around Baker Mayfield, if Vaughn he still has that game breaking ability, but when it comes to this game, you don't need to break it. You just got to get your hands on Baker Mayfield, whether that be sacks, hits, even if you're just in his aura, in his bubble. Get there. Now, when we look at the injury report, the only key bill that's questionable is the only Bills player that is questionable is Ed Oliver, who's been limited all week in practice with a toe. Um, I like Ed Oliver. I think he's a good young D tackle. If he misses the game, it could open it up for Rashad White to get some decent runs in between the tackles. Now, for the Tampa Bay side, Vita Vea hasn't practiced all week with a groin. If he misses that, that is a big blow, because he might not be. He's, in my opinion, he's not as good rushing the passer as he is stopping the run. But I think that if he misses the game, we could see a script flipped, because Josh Allen is a nuclear weapon waiting to happen with his legs, with that golden arm he has. But we see this. I shouldn't say we. I see this game being a Buffalo team that, if they win the toss, give us the ball. I want Josh Allen to be as confident as he normally is. Like I said, didn't get off to a great start. His first pass attempt last week got picked. But when it comes down to it, the weapons are there. Like, the weapons are there, besides Dawson Knox, who's out. But you have Dalton Kincaid, who might have been one of the big steals the first round, who I think is going to be a stud. I think he's going to be an absolute stud at the tight end position now. With that being said, we've got weapons galore on both sides. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, awesome 1-2 tandem. Stephon Diggs, who's like I said about Josh Allen, he's a nuclear weapon waiting to happen. Just give him the ball and watch. Just get it to him. He's a rhythm catcher. Get him targets and looks early. He's gonna be there late. I like Gabe Davis. He's a solid number 2, awesome number 3, but he's the number 2 as of right now. I like the Bills to win because whenever a good team gets embarrassed, the next week they normally come out with their hair on fire. They come out looking to make a statement, and we know about these warm weather teams. They don't travel up north in the cold. Now, it's not as cold as it will be in November and December, but the leaves are starting to turn color, and for the Bucs, I think now it's an any given Sunday league. We all know this. We just saw the Vikings last week beat the Niners, and that's one of the best wins of the year without Justin Jefferson. Now, if Tampa wins this game, I have more questions will go depending upon how the game goes for Buffalo than for Tampa. I have my questions for Buffalo, and it's Josh Allen's consistency. Because when he's on his A game, there are still maybe two quarterbacks better than him in the NFL when he's hitting. But the thing is, roller coaster, up and down and up and down and up and down. And started out bad last week, fought back, took the lead. There was still a defensive stop away from winning that game and being 5-2. For Tampa, if Baker can just, hey Baker, you have made me look like an idiot this year because I thought you were a C minus quarterback, and he's been a B minus through 6 games. He's looked okay. He's looked good for where I thought he was and is as a player. But I think these two running backs, Rachaad White and James Cook, those could be the deciding factors. If this is a game that running back's going to be the deciding factor, it's going to be this game. Because I don't see too many home run plays. I think both secondaries are good. Carlton Davis and Jamel Dean for the Bucs. Now, I don't think that either team are going to shut down the other. I could see this being not necessarily a dink and dunk, but I would be shocked if the longest play of the night, passing wise, is more than 36 yards. I don't see this being a bombs away game. Now, Mike Evans does have that ability. Stephon Diggs does have that ability to just go, bro, I'm going to run a go, throw it, I'm going to come down with it. But with all that being said, I still like the Bills to win this game. I I mm, 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 mm. If the Bills come out with the intensity that, okay, last week we lost a game we shouldn't have, and if they come out and roll Tampa, if I was a Bills fan, I would feel a lot more confident in okay, we played bad to our standards against New England, lost, still in a one-score game, and then we roll Tampa, which Tampa is a 500 team as it is today. That would close a lot of questions that I have for the Bills. Whatever team controls the line of scrimmage, I think is going to have a. Now, let me say this. I understand that the league is going passing, but fundamentally, whoever controls line of scrimmage is going to come out with the is going to put themselves in a better position to win these games. I think Tampa's going to look to establish the run early, which if Ed Oliver misses, that could be massive. And this game, I think either Bills roll, which is a big possibility because they have the just wear you down and think, holy shit, I have to put up 38 points because they're that explosive. They can. They have that front running mentality to where we get a lead, let's go run it up. Let's not settle. And the Bucs, they have a more they I think that the Bucs are still a good team as of right now. Good, not great. They're a good, fine team. But the Bills are just that much better. I I just think the Bills are just that much better, and it's not a lack of. This is not what's the word? I'm not knocking Baker or the Bucs because I still think they're in a good spot to catch Atlanta and win their division and bounce back from the loss last week. Maybe not this game, but you never know. Any given Sunday, right? Well, guys, that's about all I have for this game. I will be coming out with a breakdown video after the game with thoughts, opinions, wows, shocks. I told you so. I was wrong after the game. And then we'll be breaking down some of the Sunday games in a later video coming out later on in the week. Thank you guys for watching as always, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.